So are you thinking about possibly buying a house in Colorado in 2022 and just want to know maybe what the market's going to be doing? I have a lot of people asking me, should I hold off on buying or should I buy now? Well, that's exactly what this video is for. Let's get after it. All right, Kristy Lee here, and if you are new to my channel, I am a local real estate agent as well as a native of Colorado, and all of my videos are catered to people who want to move to Colorado or even move, within Colorado who already live here. If that's something that interests you, please click subscribe right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And as much as I love making these videos for you, which I absolutely love, I love helping you more. So please reach out to me anytime if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that regarding the market or specific areas or locations within, I-25, up and down I-25 Denver area. I'm here to help. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about whether or not it's a good time to be buying in 2022. Obviously, these last 2 years have been absolutely crazy with the housing market as well as other things. We've all been going through the exact same thing when it comes to COVID, shutdowns, interest rates, just there's so many things that have been happening over the last couple years that, adding on the housing market is just, one more factor that you need to think about when moving here. Or maybe you already live here and you're just interested and maybe this is a good time. Bottom line, and I'm not just saying this because I am a real estate agent, I'm actually saying this because it is fact. If you are able to right now to purchase a home, then yes, you need to look into doing that and invest sooner rather than later. And here's why. So over the last couple years, year over year, the appreciation for houses in Colorado have appreciated between about 16 to 18%. Now, they're saying that they're also going to be doing the exact same thing, coming into 2022. So that being said, knowing those facts just right there alone, if you buy a house right now, then you're going to gain equity over the next year already, no matter what, right? If you're planning on selling, in the next couple of years, you've already gained what you've put in. Now, what I mean by that is some people are like, well, maybe I should wait. I can't afford it. Or, I'm going to wait for the crash to come, or things have got to slow down, right? Not necessarily, no, because if you wait, say you bought a house or you're looking at a house right now that's $500,000. If you wait a year at 20%, you're looking at the exact same house, but now that house is $600,000. So maybe that's out of your price point. Another thing you need to actually consider is interest rates too. So this past year we saw, obviously everybody knows the historic, tank of interest rates, anywhere between about 2.5 to 3% is where they kind of were. Right now they're right around 3.5 and they're going to say it's going to push 4% this year. That is still crazy low if you look at, the history of the United States. 4% is still crazy low. My parents talk about when they bought their first house and it was like 18% or something crazy. So that being said, if you were to be looking at a house right now and, it's about 3.5 right now percent, but if you wait till next year, not only is the house going to be more expensive by about $100,000 because it appreciated 20%, now your interest rates is most likely going to go up. So for every 1% interest rate that goes up, that's purchasing power of $50,000. So your house just went up, what you're looking for, but your purchase power probably just went down because now you're no longer able to afford as much just because interest rates went up. So that's definitely something you need to think about when, you're considering getting into the market right now. Also, just kind of heads up of how the market is going right now. So everybody knows right now it's a seller's market. There's just no inventory and there's plenty of buyers out there because the interest rates are low. They're out there, they're trying to take advantage of this. So there's no inventory. So to kind of put that into perspective right now, we have 0.6 essentially homes on the market. What essentially that means is we have 3 weeks of homes on the market in all of Colorado. So if we sell all of those homes out of those 3 weeks, in 3 weeks, we will be completely out of inventory. That's how little we have in Colorado. Boulder County is just as bad. Actually, I think Boulder County actually has 1 week. So if we sell all of those homes in 1 week, we will be completely out of inventory, completely. So that's something that you need to think about. So that's why you need to be prepared. You need to talk to lenders, because what's going on now is that over the last year, houses aren't staying on the market nearly as long as they used to, because when people are, selling their house and making a lot of money and are able to pay cash, to purchase their new home. So this past year, we've seen days on market for, when houses go on the market, to purchase, to close, so days on the market for when it closes, that has gone down so significant. It's gone down to almost 2 weeks. Typical close prior to all this craziness is about 30 to 45 days. We're down to 2 weeks, if not lower. And it's because a lot of people now are paying cash. Not only are they paying cash, now lenders have gotten smart because they've seen this. And so now lenders are competing with cash offers. You're going to get approved and they're going to immediately send you through underwriting. They're able to push, quickly through appraisals. So they're actually able to compete as well. So that's also driving the lack of inventory, because things are coming on and then going off super, super quick. And then, buyers are just scrambling to go, trying to find a house. That's been going over on that part of it has been going on for the past year, but definitely with the lenders catching up within the last 6 months or so. And it's only going to get worse. It'll absolutely only get worse here in the next few months, just because, we don't have any inventory. So these lenders really need to keep up with all of this stuff to get their clients under contract. Now, so another thing you need to consider is every month that you don't purchase a house, your purchasing power goes down 2%. So what I mean by that is so people are always, scared that, they're going to go purchase a house. They're going to add, they're going to overbid by, 10,000 or 10%, right? And that sounds crazy. You're going in 10% over what the house is worth. Well, what the house is worth as of right now, I already just said your house is going to be going up 18 to 20% over the next year. So in 6 months, you've already recouped what you've already put into that house just to get the house originally. So you won't even have to worry about overpaying, because that's what people are always concerned about. They're overpaying. And that's not even the case, not in this market. One thing I'll also say, it's also going to determine the type of, competition that you're going to be in. Is the different price points that you're in, and how you could go, above asking, or how much you should go above asking. So the luxury market is really getting really competitive right now. But the highest part is going to be between the $400,000 and the $800,000 price points. Those are the ones where you're going to see the most competition. Once you get into the luxury market, anything really above 900, you still have competition, and these numbers are skyrocketing right now. I mean, I just heard of a condo was listed, and this is January 2022, listed at 950, and it went under at 1.1 million in a weekend. And that was, that's the luxury market. People are overpaying that much. But when you're getting in the lower sides, 400 to about 800-ish, people are going anywhere between 5 to 10% over. So you do need to keep that in mind when you're going into the housing market. And if you're thinking, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, you need to talk to your real estate agent and how they could become, how you could be very competitive if you don't necessarily have the money right up hand. There's other things you could write in the contract to still make you competitive, but just know when you're walking into it, what you're up against. You can't just lowball an offer for sure. That's not even going to fly. And you have to at least come in. You have to at least come in asking, but you have to probably expect you're going to go over, or you're just not going to win it. Not right now, anyways. But what I'm trying to explain to you is you will recoup that cost. You will recoup that money, because the housings, it's just going to continue to increase. It will absolutely continue to increase. And if you're able to lock in that lower rate right now, as far as interest rates are concerned, you're going to be able to afford more. If you wait till next year, houses will be $100,000 more than they are this year, and your interest rates are going to be more, so you're going to be able to afford less. So bottom line, is it a good time? If you are financially able to, and your credit is good, and everything is on the up and up with you, then yes, 100%. And even if it's not your end-all be-all home, who cares? Get into it, make some money over the next couple years, and then sell it. That's the whole point behind it anyways. It doesn't have to be your dream home. It's just one facet for you to start making some money and get into the real estate game. All right, this is Kristy Lee again. If you have any questions regarding this or any city throughout Denver, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. If you have any additional questions, reach out. Until the next video, take care.